Good morning, everyone. I'm here at Goats with Horns Animal Sanctuary and Real Time Animal Rescue. We're here in Arizona, which is normally a desert that you hear Karen and I, the other live streamer, constantly complaining about how it's been 110 for 30 days. But as you can see, we are not having that kind of weather recently. We've been having rain like crazy. I thought last winter was wet, but this winter is just, I mean, as you can see, it's turned the whole pasture into just a muddy pond. It's mucky, it's messy, it's very treacherous and slippery. We have, I don't know if you guys can see, Esperanza is over here on the mural against this one little sunny spot. You can see that's like the brightest spot right now because it is cold and wet, and we're supposed to have about a week of drier weather, but the temperatures are not going to be high enough to actually, dry any of this up, at which point we're due to have some more rain. So luckily we are pretty set up so that, oh, look at this beautiful girl, so that we're not going to have actually dangerous floods or anything like that, in our area at least. But we've also had our volunteer Johnny, who's been having to constantly build up these berms over here so that our undercover area doesn't get as flooded. As you can see, this has been kind of a never-ending thing. So a berm is kind of just like a barrier that keeps, water from going in a certain way. So if you look down here, it's like a little mound here because we don't want all this to come in undercover. It's already pretty muddy and treacherous and hard to walk and hard to get everyone in their stalls. We've even had goats slipping, and Gibby fell a couple times due to the mud, and it's just very dangerous. I'm having to walk at a snail's pace, which is not my normal. I'm usually a pretty fast walker, but anyway, just constantly having to build the berms back up, and then of course a cow or somebody will trample on it, so we have to kind of build it up again. Johnny has been doing awesome with that. I think the last live stream you saw Johnny on was probably when we had our yearly recap, when we went through talking about everything. So we got Mr. Elvis here. So this is going to be a really quick recap this morning because we've got all the volunteers have some plans today. Hey, Zusi. Elliot, our normal guy that you see, it is his baby's first birthday, and then Melissa has some things going on today. I guess it is the Super Bowl here in the U.S. However, none of us volunteers actually care about that, or at least I think the teams that are playing today, none of the volunteers are big fans of. So I don't have that going on, but I have some family plans, so we all kind of need to get going. Plus, there isn't really a lot to do. Everyone's just like when it rains, they're all kind of over here because there's really no dry place for them to kind of hang out. So yeah, it's you guys saw last week our update was about Kiki. Oh, let's let Gibby out. Gibby's all done. Ready to come out. Kiki the hen has an eye infection. She's actually not even outside. Yesterday when I went to check on her, she was doing okay. Her eye is still looking not good, but I did try to sneak her some worms. As you guys know, I buy my love from the chickens by giving them snacks. Hi, buddy. Oh, Gibby, actually, you can see he has a little owie right under his eye. Side note. Anyway, back to Kiki. So I was trying to sneak her some worms, but of course, all the other chickens were on to me, so they all run over, and it kind of made Kiki nervous. So she ran behind a bush, and she was just kind of over there, and it was raining and it was cold. You're free, Nala. And so at that point, I went over to check on her because I didn't want her to just be sitting in a bush all, for a long time, since it was rainy. So I went over to kind of check on her, and she just seemed cold. She was shivering a little bit like last week. So I held her for a while, and then, hi guys. And then I brought her inside with a space heater and food. We put her in a Bye, guys. You have a good week, okay? We put her in a large dog crate with, towels on the bottom so it's comfy. And then the space heater was near her with food and water just so she could, warm, stay warm, have a couple days of break from this muddy, icky mess. And a little while after we put her inside, we decided to bring Pi Pi, that's her best friend, Pi Pi, the little one-legged chicken. Michelle grabbed Pi Pi and brought her inside too, so that she could have a little buddy and they could hang out. Yeah, so like I said, that's kind of our quick update this morning. Everybody's a little muddy, a little sick of the rain, although we shouldn't complain. I know, rain is important, but it's just, if you see, I'm walking on the edges here because the aftermath from the rain, and I know other parts of the country here in America, like in California and there, even Tennessee, different parts of the country is just getting slammed with all these downpours. So just how it goes, I guess. Huh, Millie? Huh, Pretzel? You get your little feet out of that yucky water. You have some cold little chicky toes. Oh, that reminds me. I do have one egg left. Found a couple eggs this morning, and I want to bring that inside for Kiki and Pi Pi to have. When we're a sanctuary here. We're not a farm, so we don't exploit animals. When we find eggs, oh, they're all coming over. Like, wait, I want egg. I already gave you girls egg. You can see some of the shell right there. When we find eggs here at the sanctuary, we just give them right back to the chickens. It's actually healthy for chickens to eat their own eggs, and in nature, they will sometimes break their eggs on their own. Some of our girls will go ahead and break their eggs. But otherwise, we just toss them on the ground. We don't need to cook them or anything. We just throw them right on the ground, and they will eat them up. Oh, there is Melissa. So I'm going to bring that egg inside for Kiki and Pi Pi, and as well as I think there's a tiny bit of ointment left. So we got to get a little ointment in her eye too. So thanks for tuning in, guys. Hopefully next week will be a little bit of a longer and drier and cozier live stream. Have a great week. Thanks so much for tuning in. Bye.